Yo, what is up guys? Boris here, coming to you guys with another Digimon Links walkthrough guide, tutorial video, whatever you want to call it. In this video we're going to be going over how to efficiently take on the Advent Raid boss quest, which should be coming out tonight in a few hours. So I figured I'd go ahead and do a video because it might help out some people. So let me go ahead and get all my login stuff and whatever and whatnot. And let's go and read the notice. I'm going to look for the notice. Where is it? I think, well, first let me collect the meat real quick. Oh, Maria Max. Okay, well, we'll get that later. For now, guys, we want to go to the news and we want to see what exactly they are saying. So, again, this has been out for a few days. This notice has been out. And it says Advent Beginnings Event Schedule Announcement. So, we have an announcement to make regarding the schedule for Advent Beginnings event. So this is going to be different from the beginner Advent event in my opinion. I think it's going to be our first actual full-blown Advent event. And if you guys don't know what Advent means, it just means that's how you get your mega medals. So it's going to be how you're going to be able to get your mega Digimon in the game. It's going to be farming these Advent events, grinding for those medals, and then using those medals to mega digivolve your ultimates into mega level. Now keep in mind, like I mentioned in my previous video guys, that of course for +1 they all require 7 medals for a base mega, but if you go plus 0, +1, +2, +3, and +4 Digimon I believe start consuming more medals. So you might need to grind this a good amount if you want to, for instance, you have a +4 rookie that you want to try to get to mega, and then you're gonna need to grind a good amount. But what exactly are these and how can you what's the best strategy? I'm going to go over the best strategy in the video, but in order to do that, let's go ahead and try to guess what's going to happen. So first off, the beginning quest is going to be composed of 4 stages, from easy to expert. Now guys, expert will probably be a little bit too difficult for us in my opinion. I'm going to go ahead and say that we're going to be able to do easy, medium, probably going to be able to do hard, especially with co-op. It really shouldn't be that bad. I think expert might be a little bit out of a lot of people's ranges, but again, we'll have to wait and see for that. By defeating Digimon that appear, you'll have a chance to get starter data bytes when you clear the stage, and then you can trade in those starter data bytes for items such as HerculesKabuterimon data fragments at the special exchange for this event. So there's 2 ways you can look at this, guys. One thing we know for sure is that HerculesKabuterimon data fragments will be available, so that's going to be the first mega that you can farm outside of those beginner quests. Now the question is he going to be the only Digimon, and will he be the main Digimon that we have to fight? So I'm going to go under the assumption that we will have to fight HerculesKabuterimon. That's going to be the boss, and then you're going to be able to exchange those data bytes for his medals as well as other potential items, maybe rainbow meats, maybe evo mats. So that's going to be the assumption I'm going to go under. So essentially, how do we defeat HerculesKabuterimon? Well, again, the first thing you want to do is think about whether you want to do hard or expert. Easy and medium, I think most of you guys should be able to walk through it. Hard, because we all have megas, hard should be definitely doable. And I want to show you guys the best possible way to defeat HerculesKabuterimon. So first thing you got to do is look at his stats and then look at your resistances. So if we go to our Digimon, like I showed in the previous video, training, food. So let's take a good look at, for instance, let's look at this guy right here, right? So again, for those guys who didn't know, when you look at the resistance chart right here, pretty much what you want to look at is red means it resists, blue means it's weak against. So in this case, we have Omegamon. He's going to resist light or holy, but he's going to be weak to dark and earth. Each Digimon normally has one resistance and 2 weaknesses. Now, of course, you can get rid of a resistance, or you can get rid of a weakness or add a resistance by feeding a dupe Digimon. I believe you can do that once. But since I just pulled him, I can't really add a resistance unless I pull another Omegamon. And then at that point, really, I would recommend saving your resistances until you get him to +4, anyways. So again, this is an Omegamon. This guy, if there's a holy or light dungeon, Omegamon's gonna shine, right? And on top of that, keep in mind that your attacks also have attributes. So for instance, a Supreme Cannon does massive magical water damage. So if there's a boss that's weak against water, I mean, Omnimon's going to be amazing. He's going to completely destroy. He doesn't resist water, so he's not the best Digimon for the job, but he has one of the best skills for it. And then I do have a legacy skill on him, Meteor Fall 4, which is a fire attribute. So fire AoE. If the boss is weak against fire, this isn't the best attack, but it's not bad. You know, it'll do a good amount of damage across the board. So taking a look at HerculesKabuterimon, I'm going to try to put up a picture on the video so you guys can see it. He's going to be using an electric attribute special attack as his skill. So you want to take in characters or Digimon that can resist lightning attributes. That will really help out when you get to the third room and you're trying to tank those hits from HerculesKabuterimon. It's going to be really helpful. So you're looking for resistance in lightning, which normally means a lightning Digimon, or thunder Digimon, whatever you want to call it. Because they normally resist the same type for the most part. A lot of cases. In some cases they don't. And in terms of the actual Digimon himself, HerculesKabuterimon normally resists earth, but he is weak to electric and fire. So I believe that each stage that you go up, he gets one more resistance. So I believe that on expert mode, he will only be resistant to electric, but at hard mode, he might be resistant to both fire and electric. So I'm not too sure. I'll have to wait for the actual advent rate to come out. And then we'll have to see whether or not that is the case. But essentially what I'm trying to say is the optimal Digimon for this raid would be one that has resistance to electric and has fire or electric skills. Preferably AoE skills, which let you, clear the early rooms a lot easier. And then maybe somebody in your team has a single damage, massive hit that can take him out once you actually get to the boss. And like I said, electric would be preferable over fire in my opinion, because electric, I know for sure he does not resist at the expert level. At least on the JP version, he didn't. And again, I think he might be weak to fire as well on the hard version. So that is essentially the game plan you want to go with. Whenever you're farming an Advent raid, you want to see what kind of damage they do, and then you want to see what kind of damage they are weak to. So again, resistance and weakness is one of the major parts of the game. So let's go and take a look at another one of my Digimon, for example. So if I go back into the game, let's see what let's see, Phoenixmon. I actually don't know what this guy, okay, this guy is actually pretty bad because he has no resistance and he's weak to light and darkness, so that's not good. And unfortunately Sonic Void and Platinum Junk just will not do anything here. So my Phoenixmon definitely off the table. But let's go ahead and check out my Wargreymon. Wait, what? I have two different ones. Yeah, I guess, oh no, they're the same, okay. So Wargreymon, in this case, he's neutral to grass or earth, but he does have the weakness to electric. So fortunately, if he does get hit by the boss, he's probably gonna go down. And he does have Terra Force though, which Terra Force might be a really awesome attack. Unfortunately, it's only moderate damage, but it might be a nice way to clear the early stages 1 and 2. Again, in stage 3, you really want to be hitting with your heavy hitters. So potentially, obviously I only have these 3 megas at the moment, so these are the ones I'm going to be taking. I might consider leveling up this other Greymon and maybe taking him as well, or I might just do co-op if it is available, which it should be. No reason it shouldn't be. Take obviously my Omnimon or Megamon, maybe get a friend, Wargreymon, or maybe just a couple of people. Definitely, like I said, I want to try to get some people who have either fire attribute skills or lightning attribute skills. That's going to be, I think, the best way to take on that dungeon. Now, keep in mind as well, guys, one last thing I do want to mention is that just because the boss himself has certain weaknesses and resistance doesn't mean that the rest of the minions, the rest of the Digimon, are going to be weak to the same attribute. So maybe you'll fight a lot of Earth Digimon, which I believe the HerculesKabuterimon will be a lot of Earth Digimon. So they're resistant and weak to this other thing. Let's see, for instance, I think he might be an Earth Digimon. Let's see if we can see. So yeah, so Earth Digimon, yeah, it looks like they're the same. They're resistant to Earth, but they're weak to lightning and lightning and fire for the most part. So like I said, lightning and fire is going to be the key to taking down this Advent Raid boss. And I would say resistance to Earth wouldn't be too bad because of the fact that a lot of the early guys will be Earth, and resistance to lightning won't be too bad either, because then you'll resist the boss's skill. And I think that pretty much does it for the video, guys. Overall, I'm really excited for the first Advent raid boss. Let me know how you guys are doing against it, and when it comes out, I'll definitely will do videos of me taking him on. If it's not HerculesKabuterimon, then, you know, who knows, or maybe we have some other Digimon as well that will be available, but we'll just have to wait and see. A few more hours to go, and I'll probably have this video up as soon as the Advent raids go live. So, that said, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Talk to you guys in the next video, and until then, peace.